I've got my 3 steaks. They're ribeyes. They're just a little over 1.5 inches thick. They're big, thick, juicy bastards. Anyway, you're going to put them in a pan and use sea salt or Himalayan salt to dry brine them. Don't use ionized salt or iodized, whatever, however you say it. Don't use that salt. It's got metal in it. It's not as good. So what I'll do now, I'll pull these out, set them in the pan, and I'll salt them. Okay, now with the salt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my hand, not onto the steak. I'm using sea salt, quite a bit in there. And what I'll do is I'll rub my hands together. I can control where it is that the salt is going. You want to cover the whole steak with salt, not too thick, not too light. Just get a very good dusting. And that's 1 steak. I'm going to do that for the other 3, and I'll come back. Alright, I've done all 3. I'm going to flip them over. And I'm going to do the other side. And then after I'm all done, I'll show you what it looks like. And then we're going to leave them sitting out room temperature. Don't put them in the refrigerator for 1 hour. And they'll sweat. The salt will bring out some moisture. That's okay. It's what you want. And add to the flavor. Oh, that's perfect. Let me do the other 2. I'll give you a look. Okay, so now I get all 3 dry brining, room temperature, and I'm going to leave it setting just like that for 1 hour. Alexa, set timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
Okay, it's been an hour. You can kind of see that they're pretty sweaty. That's good, that's what you want. And now we're going to oil them. I'm going to use extra virgin olive oil, both sides, and then I'm going to pepper them, and then I'm going to let those sit for 20 minutes before I put them on a already hot, ready to go smoker. When you put them on the smoker, make sure you get your meat probe in the middle of the steak, and you want to go that way with it. Stick your meat probe all the way in, and when the internal temperature is 130, 132, stop it, pull the steaks off, put them on a hot grill that's ready to go, about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes per side. That's it. You're done. You're going to have a steak that tastes smoky and grilled, and it's going to be delicious. Alright. So, not a whole lot of olive oil. Just enough to rub it down. Not sopping. That's good for that side. I'm just going to rub it down. Really good. Make sure you get everywhere on the sides. Kind of washes off some of that excess salt. I'm going to flip them over and do it to the other side. And wouldn't you know it, I'm out of olive oil. Let's see if this is going to be enough. Almost. Not quite though. Good thing you have another bottle ready to go. Alright, so I've got them oiled now. And now I'm going to use some black peppercorn here. And I'm going to grate it so it's fresh onto the steaks. Flip them. Do the same thing on the other side. Alright, now 20 minutes is what we're going to let this set for. And while this is setting for the 20 minutes, get your smoker, get everything ready to go, and let's get cooking. Okay, so they've been on my smoker for about 32 minutes, and after a little bit, when the internal temperature is 130 to 132, I'm going to pop them off. I'm going to put them right on there, about a minute, maybe a minute and a half per side. That's for medium rare. These are the best steaks ever. Thanks to rpmphotography@gmail.com. Alright, we're at 130 internal temperature. I got my fire ready. I'm going to pull them off. I'm going to throw them on the grill. Alright, here goes nothing. Gotta pull the meat probe out. It's really hot. This is the thickest steak. Make sure you put your meat probe in the thickest steak. Now, 1 minute per side. All right. Yes. 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 All right. How's the finished product? Take a look. Boy, it looks good. I've already eaten a bunch of it, so I already know. Yeah. I'm going to cut into this new one. Man, that's some good eating. Cut out a little bit of fat. Let's cut it right down the center. It's very smoky, very delicious.